The story begins in a castle where there is a magician who is feared by everyone. His name is Sagan. In a forest, a soldier is hurting a girl. He pushes the girl down, but the girl hits him in the face. It fell to the ground. He destroyed her clothes with a knife and said that he would cut off her face. When the girl screamed, Sargon appeared and grabbed the soldier's head. He said that this was his territory. It disturbed his sleep. The soldier asked Sargon to forgive him, but he still crushed his head. The girl fainted because the blood spurted into her face. Sargon was afraid that she would be frightened when she woke up, so he used magic to move the girl. There was blood on his face. He saw the girl's necklace and he knew that this could only be owned by the church. Because the church and the magician were enemies, he was afraid that others would misunderstand that he had hurt the girl. He used magic to send the girl to the street, but was a man interrupted. He was a friend of Sagan and a magician. He saw the girl and thought that Sagan wanted to do something bad to the girl. Sagan did not explain to his friend that he released the girl. Sagan asked him about why did his friend come to see him. His friend said that an ancient demon king died and left a lot of inheritance. He wanted to buy these inheritances, but he had no money. Sagan knew that the demon king's inheritance had many valuable items, so he was looking forward to it. When he knew that the demon king's inheritance was going to be auctioned, Sagan went to the auction town with his friends. His friend said that he was the only one willing to lend him money, so he was willing to give Sagan 2 beautiful women. Sagan expressed his love for women not interested. They entered the auction venue. Sagan and his friends met many powerful magicians, and they were all candidates for the Demon King. Because the previous generation of Demon King died, a new Demon King needed to be chosen. A female magician and her companion's curiosity arose because Sagan did not have any title, but he was a candidate for the Demon King. The first item in the auction was a slave, and everyone was looking at her. When the black cloth on her body was lifted, it was a beauty with white hair. A girl, and she is also an elf. When the auctioneer introduced her value, Sagan shouted that he was willing to bid 1 million. He looked at the girl. He wanted to rescue her. He wanted to own her, and he knew he was in love with her. Sagan nervously said what he could say, what kind of cry. The people next to him showed scared expressions. Yes, he was misunderstood. Everyone thought he was an evil magician, but he was just a person who didn't understand communication. Sagan took her back to him castle, but he didn't know what to say to her. While Sagan was thinking, she told Sagan how she would die because she saw Xingju next to her. Sagan said he would not kill her. She said her the name is Nephi. She pulls up her skirt and says she is still a virgin. She thinks Sagan wants to use her as experiment material because he is an evil magician, but he still denies her. She is curious about Sagan buying her. The reason, but she didn't know because he liked her, so he spent all his money to buy her. Sagan let her choose her own room, but she was still scared because she was bullied by many people when she was a slave. Sagan remembered when he was a child. He had no father and mother, and he was bullied by everyone. Sagan took her to her room, and she fell down as they passed a staircase, but he held her. He opened her room, and there was a prisoner inside. He destroyed the prisoner and used magic. She liked this room very much. Although there was nothing here, she could see the moon. Finn told Sagan that she liked the room he gave her very much, and expressed his gratitude to him. The next morning the sun shone on the castle walls, and Fresn and Sagan slept in the great hall of the castle. He brought her food. After she woke up, she was curious why she followed. He eats the same food because she can't eat good food as a slave. She wants to cook some food for Sagan because he gives her good food, and he is very happy because she is the girl he likes. They are going to buy ingredients, but he had no money to take the carriage, so they chose to walk. The carriage was threatened by a group of thieves, and Sagan attacked them with magic because Nephi looked scared. The thieves attacked him with an axe, but he caught it with his hand, and he defeated all the thieves. In front of him appeared a magician who was the companion of the thieves. He used fire to create a magic circle, but Sagan stopped him. Sargon used his fingers to summon a bolt of lightning that killed him. The thieves ran away because they were afraid of his magic. The merchants who were robbed were grateful for his help and gave him a lot of money. They went to the market in a carriage, and Nephi asked him why he wanted to save these merchants. He didn't mean to save these businessmen. He just wanted to tell her that she didn't need to be afraid of thieves. But because he was not good at communication, He told her that he just wanted to punish these arrogant thieves. They entered a clothing store, and after arriving in town, the clerk noticed Franny. She put the collar around her neck and put her in very sexy clothes. Sagan shyly told the clerk that she didn't need such clothes, and the clerk changed her into a maid outfit. Sagan decided to take off her collar, so they went to a locksmith shop, but the locksmith couldn't open the collar because it was a magic item and it could only be opened by a single magic key. The locksmith didn't take his money because he had been saved by Sagan. Dottie took her around the town to buy a lot of things until the evening. She asked him why he wanted to open the collar, because she was his slave and she should not have freedom. Nephi was grateful to Sagan for the meals she never had with the owner, enjoys the food together. She feeds him food like a couple. Today's video is over. If you want to follow the follow-up story, please subscribe to my channel.